All right, it is 5/14. It is May 14th, 2024. Exciting day. I haven't posted in quite a few days, so we got a lot to cover today, but it's all good stuff. Today we're going to be going over the current swing trades that I am in as usual. Going to be talking a lot of trading, both psychology and technical analysis today, going through the current trades that I'm in. And then I did have a few recent swing winners that were more short-term swing winners. I'm going to be going over those and kind of simulating those trades and why I entered where I entered and why I exited where I exited. So, and then potentially looking into wrapping up the video with a few trades that I'm looking to get into for the rest of the week. So that is the plan for today. If you could leave a like, comment, or subscribe, that does mean the world. That goes very far, especially at the beginning. So I appreciate you just watching this video. So let's get right into the names that I am watching. Okay, we're first going to kick it off with AEP. So AEP, we've been in this for quite some time. We've been in this for about 3 or 4 weeks already, and this is a bullish positional trade. So just as a little bit of a recap, I have covered this strategy quite a bit, but it's going to generally follow the same structure and pattern here. So we're going to have some kind of high volume buying. So if we look here on AMGN, we're going to see those high volume buying spikes across the weekly. We're going to see that long lower wick down to the EMAs being coiled, and then we're going to see some sort of SR flips. So not the greatest depiction of the strategy right there. I actually should have looked at my Excel document, but you get the gist. So if we go back, I mean, we've been in AEP since the close right here, which would have been, if we hover over it, close was 84.20. So we're about $6 per share here. So really good winner here so far. Essentially, I'm going to be long in commons here, and I do have leaps on this position, so I'm going to be long in my commons and leaps until this breaks the 9 EMA on the weekly. So what we're seeing is a nice bullish impulse to the upside here. Nice high volume buying coming in post earnings. Last week saw that volume dip, but that's not really terribly concerning. And then we're seeing a little bit of a red open to this week. So any type of red weekly, I don't really care. I really don't. We're going to have the 9 EMA support coming up here around 87, and this is a very bullish structure. This is not a name that's being accumulated either, so I doubt it's going to sell off on low volume. So really liking how AEP looks. So it's been a fantastic trade here so far. Let's go talk about Duke. Duke, same thing. We've been in this trade since this candle right here. We did get in here, stopped out on this one, and then entered here. So that is a little history behind Duke so far. Same idea, buying spikes across the board, and then you got your EMAs being coiled on the weekly, and then a nice SR flip on the weekly. So, I mean, not really too much to say here on this positional. I did have some SR lines up here, but support got broken at 102.68 here today. So I'm going to be removing that, but likely going to be, regressing to the average a little bit here. No high volume buying spikes so far, so nothing too concerning on this pullback. So same thing with AEP, waiting for this 9 EMA to catch up on the weekly, maybe find support and catch another leg higher. But if it does close below the 9 EMA on the weekly, we'll be out of this position on commons and leaps. Might sound like a broken record, but same thing. SO, I mean, look at this fucking move on SO. What the fuck is this? Close 72.15. We're already up $6 on this on a $78 stock here. So quite the move here. I mean, this was a fucking fantastic entry. I tweeted about this one about 3 or 4 times, and I didn't get any engagement, but I don't give a damn. It's more politics of Twitter than anything, but I'm just going to keep staying in my lane. So really like how this trade has played out. Damn, I like how this trade's been playing out. I mean, this is fantastic. We had a very high volume weekly candle last week, and this is a very bullish look right here. So yes, we did actually see some high volume buying coming in today. That could certainly be either a few things. That could be short-term pause in trend. That could be people or traders taking profits. Or that could be institutional sell-off. So it's just going to be the days to come that'll tell us which that is. So this buying impulse right here is a fantastic sign that this is likely a little bit of profit taking, and I'd assume price finds a lot of support here at 77. So That is where I'm going to be looking to find support and at the 9 EMA here on SO, but primarily playing the weekly here. Weekly close below the 9 EMA and we'll be out. PEP, same thing. We've been in it since this candle right here. Nice momentum so far. PEP, I'm a little bit more nervous about. I'd like to see this SR flip hold. I mean, we did have this high volume rejection, and then we kind of traded back up to it. We did close higher, and now we're just kind of retesting that zone. So I don't want to see that. Don't want to see that zone reclaimed on the daily. If it is, then we'll have to evaluate depending on the volumes that we see. But same thing. Break of the 9 EMA, and we'll be out. So this is about week 3 on PEP. So. PCG, this is about to be week 4 or 5 as well. I mean, this one was entered along with Duke and AEP. So we've been in PCG since back here. We've had a nice 4-week run up right here. I have 18 drawn just because it's a massive level. I mean, if we zoom out to the monthly, I mean, this thing hasn't been above 18 since, back in 2019. So 18's been just kind of floating around here even since, April 23. So we're almost a year removed, and we've just been, kind of flirting with 18. So whether we see this 18 break now, to be seen. I would expect maybe some kind of pullback, maybe to 17, maybe some kind of pullback to 17 before this continues higher, and whether that breaks the 9 EMA or not is to be seen. But my exit out of this trade is going to be when the 9 EMA breaks on the weekly. So if it sounds repetitive, it is. I'm using the same damn strategy. That's how your strategy should go. It's, that's my exit rule. So PM, same thing. We've been in since this long upper wick. Actually, this one was a little bit of a swing trade turned into a positional trade. So I didn't love my entry. I was watching PM. I did not see this candle. Plus price had, no, price is bullish. Okay, I lied. Didn't see this candle. FOMO the absolute piss when I saw it was trading at 100. And then we were very fortunate enough to get this large sell-off day on that Thursday. And we got another sell-off day on Friday. So this was a swing trade. I have been in it since actually this specific candle. I do remember that. Have been in it since this specific candle right here. And we're looking to break 100. I mean, 100, huge psych level. $100. Every trader is looking at $100 on their charts. Big psych level, so not going to be too concerned with maybe a few rejections of 100 before we actually do break it. So today was a low buying volume. So honestly, if it broke today, I'd be more concerned if it broke today on some kind of sissy volume. If it broke on some kind of shitty volume, they'd probably tell me that was not the real move. So small candle, small volume today, so that matches. But I mean, these two are just sleeping giants of daily candles, and whenever we see this 100 break, I'm sure we will see some kind of buying volume increase. So we did get that increase on Wednesday, May 8th, which is good to see. So really liking this position on PM. I mean, this buying volume and this buying spike back here, this should boost us for a considerable move, and then potentially to break over 100 here. So same thing as the last 5 that I've talked about. Break of the 9 EMA on the weekly will be my exit on this one. CARR, same thing. This one was tough. I have an issue with trading the strategy surrounding earnings. Specifically, I had a loser on Deer, I wasn't even necessarily trading this strategy back in November, so I can't really think of that. But I don't love when earnings gap up. I guess CARR is a little bit different. Maybe I'm thinking of like TXN. TXN. I'm thinking of the gap up off earnings, and then it's obviously been ripping. But yeah, back to CARR. CARR, not really too concerned. I mean, there's an open gap to the downside here. I think we do likely see some kind of downside first, but I don't see any real red flags. I mean, this was a decent amount of sell volume. That is concerning. And then this was a considerable amount of sell volume. And I guess today was kind of concerning now that I'm thinking about it. High volume, small candle and distribution. So that's probably a no bueno. So we'll see what kind of structure this makes. I mean, we do have a fairly large gap open to the downside here. So I guess we're playing CARR, and I think I'm just in commons on this one. So CARR commons until it breaks that 9 EMA on the weekly, and we'll just ride trend until it does. DXCM, this was a swing trade that I had been posting about for quite some time. If we go find it, I've actually been tweeting about this chart forever, it feels like. Let's go find it. Twitter, DXCM, yeah, May 9th. Shop, UPS, POTR, J&J, AMT. Okay, so it must have been the 9th I first tweeted it. Okay, so it hasn't been super long. I mean, it's been like, what, 3 or 4 days? I mean, I'll watch it trade for 3 or 4 days, but okay, no, it was May 4th. It's been 10 days. I found it. DXCM, we like this bear flag, you know, very high volume rejection. Nice bear flag setting up. So let's go play it. I honestly had an amazing entry, and I was very, very, very happy with this trade. So let's play it. So we're going to get rid of what it's at, because that just pisses me off. Close the watch list. Let's just remove all this. Talk about why I entered where I entered. So this is the nice bear flag. I'm looking specifically on the 4 hour to previous support. So it's pretty clearly, I mean, 130 is your pretty big psych level. We turn on line with markers. I mean, you're going to see it a few times. You're going to see it bounce right here, and then actually reject back over here. So that is 130. So that's why it's a level that I'm looking for. Where I entered, so you might come to think right here, okay, we're coming back to previous support, new resistance. Sure, I'll take a sell. We're at the 9 EMA. No bueno for me, just because the structure was not in a bullish structure yet. So what I mean by that is the current daily had created a higher low on the daily structure. So since we did have that new higher low, we're currently in a bullish structure. So if we straight up just ignored all of this, I mean, that's technically a bullish structure. We're creating higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, go. And then, you know, that's a bullish structure. So I was looking for a structure to become bearish. I need to see some kind of a lower high created where the bearish structure is created. So if we just play line with markers here on this replay function, so is it bearish yet? No, it's not. It's not bearish yet because it's still making a higher low. This could just make another higher low for all we know. Okay, is it bearish yet? No, but it's coming into resistance. I could really take a short here. Okay, do we take a short here? Big sell candle. Is this it? Is this it? Is this the candle? Broke the bear flag. Is this it? Is this it? Well, I did not take this. Why did I not take this? This could just become another higher low. It specifically had to. It had to. And the market will have a funny way of doing this. It had to close below this close right here, 127.39, because that's where we had that recent higher high. So here's your higher high, higher low. This close above right here confirmed the higher high. Then we had a higher high up here. This could just become, you know, this could just become exactly what essentially this was, you know. This could be right here, and then we could get just another one of these right here. So I'm not shorting that. Not yet. No way. Not shorting that. Plus, I maybe would have considered shorting it if we saw some kind of drastic sell volume, something that I was just like, okay, that's just a ridiculous amount of sell volume. I think this could pop, or, you know, obviously to the downside. So no trade there. Here was the day after. We had a long upper wick that got absolutely stuffed into close, but that whole time, if you were short after this candle, you were probably tweaking because that high a day went past this sell candle right here. All right, so that's why I didn't do that. We did bounce off this level. So this to our knowledge right here is just another higher low until we see another confirming candle. Here's the next candle. It did confirm a bearish structure, and then this one did have that rising volume, which is fantastic to see. Shorts are ready here, in my opinion. Since we do, instead of this becoming a higher low, what this close did right here is this made this a new lower high. We failed. We broke structure right here. We failed it. We broke it right there. So because of this close lower on Friday, we made a bearish structure, and I was ready to get short. And then we just had a clean sell-off of 127 the following day, and then this was today. So I did exit. I didn't really care to be in it too much longer. I did exit when, primarily because I didn't care too much to fight through this volume shelf right here. Plus, it was a little bit more of a shorter-term trade. So that is DXCM. That's pretty much my breakdown on DXCM and why I did that. Let's go talk about J&J. J&J was a nice little trade. I did exit J&J at the open today, and damn, am I glad to. And I'll get into why. Okay, so J&J, what was I watching? I really liked J&J for this look that they were given. I probably started watching it right about here, just purely alone off of this volume right here, and then the subsequent declining volume will always get me eyes on. What that tells me is institutions significantly bought. Institutions did not sell off. This is a retail sell-off, and if anything, they loaded up more on right here, where this small candle does not equate this large volume. So my eyes were on J&J right there. I ended up, I believe I was saying 120 or 150 was my level of confirmation, just because we were wicking it quite a bit. As we saw this develop, I front ran it right here. I really liked the buying volume that was going into the close, so I did front run a little bit. I did not wait for that 150 confirmation. We had a nice, little large bottom wick. Got me a little, not really nervous. I'm gonna position size accordingly, and it's just coming right back into the zone that we've been trading. So we did end up seeing this candle. What made me want to sell into the close or open today was just absolutely ridiculous 5-minute candle. I mean, this came all the way up to 152 and sold completely off on some insane volume. So I just immediately knew sellers were in this area, and I just did not care. I saw price was even gapping up this morning, which is super indicative of sell into strength. You don't want to play with that. Sell into strength. And you just also have to kind of understand where you're at. I mean, we're fighting trend here. This is a very bearish trend right here. Like, sure, we've had a few weeks of little bounce, but we are significantly fighting the trend here. So I'm just not, don't really care to be fighting trend for too long. I took my profits and left the table. So J&J, that was a very nice trade. I was very happy with it. So Dutch Brothers, I'm really looking for an entry. I don't think it's going to give it to me yet, but boy, do I love this trade. I'm going to go bring up my Twitter just because I've already made a really nice post about it. I absolutely love bros. Pause. We got a nice kind of descending channel here on the weekly. We did break it on the weekly, and then we came all the way back, retested 26, it looks like, 28 maybe. We retested 28 right here, and then just launched off of the 28. Here's the monthly descending channel. I mean, you can see it. We've been pretty much descending here since probably July 2022, and then we finally came back, retested the descending channel, and then we just absolutely exploded off it. So I love to see that. And then this daily look is absolutely insane. I mean, this is some crazy buying volume coming in. I actually just read up on volume price analysis by Ann Cooling once again, and I think a concept that I failed to grasp my first read around was the cause and effect. So causality versus effect, and this is a good cause for where this is going to go. I mean, these buying spikes are like egregious. I mean, we even have one back here. These are some egregious buying spikes even back here. So institutions are certainly loading the boat here, and I want to be in. I want to load my boat as well. I want to be on the side of the institutional traders. So I'm looking for an entry here. I'm specifically looking for how it reacts to 36. If we break 36, then I'll be looking for 36 to enter. If we fail 36, which I'm hoping we do, I'd be looking for 33, 30, 32, 64-ish for a long entry here. So probably the 33 level now that I'm looking at it. I'm looking for an entry off of 33 for Dutch Brothers. So hopefully we make some kind of short-term low, maybe gap down tomorrow, and I'm looking for an entry. But damn, this thing looks great. I mean, it fits my bullish positional strategy. So I'll even go show that really quickly. So I'm looking for 4 things. I'm looking for 4 or 5. Is my volume profile the 4th or the 5th option? I'm not sure. Anyway, we're looking for high volume buying spikes. Do we see that? Also, I guess we could even say 5. I'm looking for time frame confluence, or like not confluence, similarities. So if I'm evaluating a position for this bullish positional strategy, I'd be looking from the 3-month and pretty much down. You know, I'd be looking for 3-month. If I like on the 3-month, I'll move on to the monthly. So let's do it. 3-month, what am I seeing? We IPO'd back in 21, came all the way up to $80, roughly sold off, and we've been in this accumulation phase for the latter part of, April 22, 2 years. 2 years is 2 years enough to accumulate on Dutch Brothers? I certainly think so. So, specifically, this buying volume spike is absolutely ridiculous on the 3-month candle. I mean, that's your causality right there. Let's go see the effect. Okay, when institutions are hitting that tape that hard with that much transactions going on, especially with the long lower wick, that gives me even more confidence that that's buying going on. There's your Kickstarter. So yes, I do love it on the 3-month. Yes, this is a nice 2-year base, so I do want to see that. So that is good to see. Let's go take a look at the monthly. Am I seeing the buying volume? I certainly am. I mean, there's like three cases of where I'm seeing just some absolute monster spikes. Keep in mind, this candle hasn't even closed yet for the monthly, and we got half a month left. And look at the volume already. I mean, Dutch Brothers. This is looking awesome. I mean, look at this structure: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and we're completely engulfing it this month. So, and breaking big resistance doing it. So I mean, this thing is probably gonna find some kind of short-term resistance. 30, probably 40. It'll probably wick to 40. Yeah, let's go take a look at the wicks. It'll probably wick to 40 and maybe come back to 30, 35. If it does, but $40 looks like the target here for sure. I'm absolutely loving how this looks. I'm going to be loading up on Dutch Brothers Commons. Just give me the entry, and I think so many people are going to be looking for an entry, so any sort of pullback is probably going to be short or quick. So I might even consider adding a few starters just to get a little exposure here, but damn, I'm loving Dutch Brothers. So looking for an entry. Let's move on to the last 3, MDLZ. I'm seriously looking for an entry. This thing looks awesome. Any kind of entry off 71 retest, and I mean, boy, this thing looks great. I'm looking for this gap to be filled down here on the 71, and I'm looking for a break of 72. But honestly, this chart looks exactly like PM now that I'm looking at it. I mean, you got your massive high volume buying coming in. You got your subsequent declining volume coming in. Yes, we did have a long upper wick here, and yes, we did have some 2 high volume sells, which is probably why we're not going to break 72 on the first go. So I'm hoping for a shot back to 72. Give it to us. We will not chase it or break 72 without an entry. Otherwise, we'll look to 72 for an entry. Really like how this is looking. Broke its wedge, and I'm looking for maybe a little gap fill. Did we gap fill today? I think this is the close. We did not gap fill today. Yeah, that was the close on Friday. Yeah, there's Monday. We did not gap fill. We still have not touched 71.17 yet. So, yeah, still looking for an entry on MDLZ. Really trying to get in here. So, we will see if I can and or will. It's actually, honestly, the 4-hour just that looks really good. There's 0 sell volume in that, and it just pretty much bought it all up. No, yeah, this looks really good. Okay, we might break 72. Please come back to 71. Anyways, I digress. Back to Wayfair, not back to Wayfair, onto Wayfair. Also trying to get into this. I'll try and break it down really quickly. Let's give my analysis for why I'm trying to get in. We'll start with the 3-month. 3-month, where's our cause? Where's our cause on the 3-month? Not that one, I wanted this one. Oh, I guess, okay, that's probably why. No 50 EMA for the 3-month. So what am I seeing? High volume buying spikes right there, and then these 4 quarterly candles all had just massive volume, and then here's our accumulation base. So I do like it right there. Big thing here is where the EMAs are on the monthly and the weekly. So the monthly, you're still kind of trending down. We've been a little bit of a flat period, so it might not be ready yet. I could see it breaking. I could see it probably rejecting 100, coming back to 80, and then going. But do I want to get in now? I do actually kind of want to get in right now. So where's our high volume buying spikes? I mean, we got it back here, we got it right here, we got it clearly across the board, and then most recently we have it right here. Where is our EMAs? Our EMAs are certainly coiled. There's our 9, 21, and 50 EMAs right there. And I'm looking for some kind of SR flip, and hopefully it's going to be off of somewhere right here. where I'm going to enter into my longs. So I'm looking to this level right here to enter into longs. We did have a nice bullish impulse in this weekly candle. So yeah, I'm looking to get into longs off of about 65-ish. So I'm looking to get into commons and or leaps on Wayfair, with my stop being a close below the weekly 9 EMA. And then ADI, it's just another one that I've been in. We've been in ADI quite a few times. We were in ADI here, stopped out here, entered here, and then we've just been rolling. So nice job, ADI. We're waiting for a break of the 9 EMA on ADI as well. I did end up exiting TXN a few weeks ago. It was part of my bullish positional strategy. It's in my notes as I'm still recording it as a trade that I'm still in, but I did end up actually selling out of this one. I did not like how it was looking, and it's completely ripped. So if that's any indicator for sticking to my strategy, then this is a good example. So past failures create new learning opportunities. So that is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.